Now, I've previously been on record as stating that Chiliz, the crypto token, is one of my favourites at the moment. The other one I mentioned was Quant with the ticker QNT, and it's billed as the glue that sticks blockchains together globally, allows you to work between the different blockchains in different markets, areas, your services, the whole lot. It looks really promising, and I'm going to give you 7 reasons why I think you should consider buying Quant, and also I'm going to have a look at the charts to see where Quant might be heading next. So with that, let's have a look at those 7 reasons. Well, I ran a filter on my TradingView setup on cryptos, and it only came back with 2 cryptos that are trading greater than its 200 moving average. One of those was Chiliz, the other was Quant, and as you can see there over on the right, TradingView have Quant down as a strong buy. Number 2, now innovators in this space have always had problems with linking together projects across different blockchains, and Quant was created to solve that problem. It is the missing link between the different blockchains. Number 3, OVERLEDGER. That's the name of Quant's operating system. It was designed to act as the gateway for any blockchain based project to access all other blockchains, and it also works in connecting an application to other applications in the same blockchain ecosystem like Ethereum, so holds a lot of advantages by being able to do that. Now, number 4, it allows more than multiple blockchain interactions. Now, Quant creates these different layers for apps to interact at different levels, and it has many different layers for transactions, messaging, filtering, ordering, so much that it can do. And then we got number 5, the Quant App Store can read and monitor transactions across multiple ledgers. Using OVERLEDGER, developers can write smart contracts across a wide variety of chains, including those that don't support them, for example, like Bitcoin. Now, number 6 is that the Quant team are planning on taking this into different sectors like healthcare, supply chain, and financial services. And Quant Health is an application already used by healthcare institutions to track electronic health records. It also allows banking systems to interconnect with each other, so obviously improving the flow of money, digital money, in and out of an organization. And number 7 is that the Quant OVERLEDGER can work on any cloud platform, for example Amazon, and even better still, institutions can track individual identities across connected platforms for KYC, know your client type stuff. So some powerful applications there for Quant, and you can start to see why it is what it is, and it has the potential to get a lot bigger. So with that, we've seen some of the fundamental reasons, and there are more, but they're some of the ones I like most. But now let's get into the charts and see where that price might be heading next. If you want to learn more about what Quant can do and why it does what it does, then visit their website, quant.network. So you've already seen that TradingView thinks Quant is a strong buy, but what do I reckon? Well, we're going to start with the weekly line chart for a bit of a longer term view. Really only came into play Quant in mid-July, so 21, and it ramped up straight away 210% within a matter of weeks, and then we had this big pull off in price, fell below where it came in at, and then shaded in this sort of yellow box area where the price has been ranging up and down for best part of this year, and has now broken through that longer term trend line down, as you can see there, and is now headbutting this Fibonacci line around the 146, 150 area, trying to push on up to that next area around about 190, and then back to nearly 300. But it's been a bit of a troublesome year or so for Quant, but it looks like it's starting to warm up. It's consolidated and break out of this zone if it can just get the impetus and momentum to do so. Now, in terms of reversals, getting into the price action, the 4-line break chart signaling a bearish setup at the moment. You can see a couple of numbers of interest to get you in, a bit more aggressive at 134, more conservative 117. You can see there, looking for that breakdown in the price. So that's if you're bearish Quant. And then heading into the daily Heikin-Ashi chart for a bit more of a precise view of what's going on, where it's not looking too bad. We got both our signals at the bottom bullish. Volatility is quietening down a little bit, still not too bad, nearly about 70%. Volume's been up and down over the last few days, and in terms of price action, we've got a buy signal breaking out the 2-line pink box breakout area, and you can see by the price it's been choppy, down to about early July, and then we've seen that nice trend on upwards. So where could it be heading? Well, the Renko chart gives us some real refined price action, and again, signals wise, well, we've got a bullish DMI, regressions bullish, stochastics just pulling off slightly, still got to wait for that turn up in price. We can see the support area created around the 40 area, those lows, and then that push on up in terms of price. Now, in terms of actual targets, well, to the downside, if it can't break out above that sort of zone there in the 150 area, then it's back on down to about 100, 108 into the early 80s, and then down to 50, 40 sort of zone where those lows were seen back in June. And then upsides, if it can push on up, well, the first target is to push on up through that 150 area, and then if it can hold up there, it's into the early 200s and then into 260, 270 territory. So that's the charts. What about a score then for Quant? Based purely off the current technicals, I'm going for a weak bullish score for Quant, just because the shorter term's not as strong maybe as the longer term picture. So there's some opportunities to get in now for potential push on upwards. Now, if you are bearish, top right, we've got a couple of numbers to get in at using the 4-line break chart, and Heikin-Ashi, you can see we've got signals looking very bullish, the rest a bit more weak, and that's the same sort of story with Renko, weak bullish overall. And in terms of targets, upside is pretty decent, 3.75 to 1 and 6 to 1, and downside is 1.6 and 3.2 to 1, but overall a weak bullish score at the moment. So can Quant establish its strong fundamentals and warming up technical analysis picture, and push on up and try and get back to those previous highs? And if it can do, then the sky's the limit, and it could go off up into new unfound territory for it. Like I say, very interesting crypto, another one with a purpose, a use, and one of the reasons why I like it. Now, let me know in those comments below what you think of Quant, where it could be heading next. Love to hear your thoughts, and if you've liked today's video, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subs and bell buttons. It all helps the TheStopHunter YouTube channel, and all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, good luck with the trading, and I'll see you in the next video.